Good morning, yogis. My name is Cassie, and I have my friend Brady here today to demo for you. We are going to take you through a 30-minute core flow. So we're going to get started right away. You'll start on your back, so just settle in comfortably that way. So finding the place that makes sense for you on your back. There's many places you can be. Brady's in that reclined butterfly, feet together, knees out. Perhaps you would like your legs long, like you're in Savasana, but literally whatever feels right. Just listen to your body, find a comfortable place. Once you are in that place, start to notice your breath. You don't have to change it at all, but notice and feel your inhales. Notice and feel your exhales. Perhaps you like to control your breath right away, and you like that idea of sealing your lips, breathing in and out through your nose, creating your Ujjayi breath, your breath of fire or life. But you know, in the world we live in today, sometimes we're wearing masks more and our breath needs to change, so just find a breath that makes sense for you. And then start to notice how you physically feel this morning. Check in with any places that might be a little sticky, a little tight. Maybe you've been working out or working differently and you're a little sore in places. And then also notice the places that feel pretty fantastic, the places that feel really well rested, feel well taken care of. Maybe you've been drinking more water and you overall just feel really good. And then no matter how you physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually feel today, I just want you to move your body in a way that makes sense for you. It's my job to give you examples of poses to kind of guide you through a flow, but your job is to honor your body and to only take the things that make sense for you. You may move a different way than I call, and that might feel better. So again, listen to your body always. You're not gonna be here much longer in stillness, but if you are a yogi who likes to set like an intention or something just kind of resonates with you, an idea, an inspiration, something positive. If you have something in mind, maybe it's self-love, maybe it's passion, maybe it's patience, you'll bring that thought, that inspiration to your head, to your heart. You're here in stillness for just 3 more rounds of breath. You'll start to hug knees into your chest, so bring hands to the outside of your knees and hug them in if you're in that reclined butterfly. Take a tiny little rock side to side, little massage for your lower back. You're gonna bring your knees to 90 and hands will come down by your sides. You're just gonna start to let your knees hover to the right as far as they'll go and then pause there. Bring them back through center and then let them hover to the left. You'll pause here. So following Brady here, back through center and then going over to the right, pausing, just feeling a little oblique movement, a little oblique action starting here. And next time that your knees are hovering over to the right, you'll hold them there. You'll hover for 3, for 2, and then let them fall. Find a supine twist, just pause here. Hips are stacked, shoulders are grounded. Just another round of breath. You'll start to engage your core and bring your knees back through center, and then you're gonna let them hover to the left, pause for a beat, and then back through center, hover to the right, pause, and then one more time back through center. This time you'll let them hover to the left for a beat, and then let them fall, find that supine twist. If you like, your gaze could go opposite of your knees. You might feel a different twist in your spine. Just try it out. If you don't like it, then you always can move your gaze. One more round of breath. And you'll bring your knees back to center. You'll hug them in, little rock side to side. Your feet will go high to the sky. Hands come down by your sides. You can always put your hands underneath your lower back. You're gonna lower your legs 1/3 of the way and then feel your core strong as you hold your legs there. You're gonna lower another third and hold. And then you're gonna find that lowest point. So maybe it's a couple inches above the mat. You're gonna look at your feet as Brady's doing. Feel your core nice and strong. You're really pressing your belly button in. You're holding here for 3. You're here for 2. And then legs slowly all the way back up. Right away, as slowly as you can, Brady, legs go all the way down to that that low point once again. You're holding them there. Once you are there, nice work. You're gonna look at your feet, swimming your feet up and down, feeling that movement. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. Feet find stillness. Legs go all the way up. Hug your knees, little rock side to side. You'll find a quick happy baby. Grab each foot, pull down towards each rib cage. Release your grip. You'll grab behind your thighs. You're gonna rock and roll forwards and backwards, doing this a few times, but eventually you're gonna meet in your boat pose. So sit bones are grounded, knees are at 90. Hands can be forward or high, legs can go high. It depends on how strong you feel today, but you are strong. Nice job, Brady. Thinking about that nice tall back so you're not having that C curve. You're holding here. You're gonna start to lower your boat. So maybe you're lowering a couple inches, maybe you're lowering a couple inches above your mat. And then bringing yourself back up to a higher version. One more time, lower that boat. And then bring yourself back to high. You're gonna hold this high boat for 3. You're holding here for 2. You're gonna cross your ankles and find your tabletop. So rolling over both ankles or just one hip to get there. Now you're gonna find your tabletop, so wrists are in line with shoulders, knees are in line with hips, starting with cat-cow. So inhale, belly low, gaze forward, and then exhale, round your back, gaze releases. So continuing this movement here, and knowing that you can always add other movements in if you wanna sway your hips, find a child's pose, take those barrel rolls or basket rolls, whatever you wanna call them. Here for about 2 more rounds of breath, just moving organically. You'll start to make your way back to your neutral spine, finding that strong flat back. Your right arm is gonna reach forward, thumb faces up as your left leg extends long behind you. Start to reach your right arm towards the right as your left leg goes to the left. You're creating a little helicopter with your body. Can your limbs come a little higher? Feel your core strong. You're breathing here. 1 more round of breath. Limbs come back to center. Take an inhale, reach really far, and on your exhale, crunch elbow into knee, round your spine, squeeze and hold. Inhale, you'll lengthen, tabletop right away, left arm forward, right leg back. Left hand will reach left, right leg will go right. Find that helicopter. Can your limbs come a little higher? You're strong in your core. 1 more round of breath. Bring limbs back to center, reach, big inhale. Exhale, crunch it and hold, squeeze. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, tabletop, sway hips, roll wrist. Any organic movements your body seems to need. You'll start to make your way back to that neutral spine tabletop. You're gonna spread your fingers really nice and wide, curl your toes and hover your knees just a few inches above the mat. You're feeling your core strong once again. You're not hyperextending your elbows, so there's always a little bend in your elbows. You're here for an inhale. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Right away, you'll pull forward, find your high plank. Pause here, hinge forward, lower all the way down to your belly. Tops of feet find the mat, fingers by your nipple line. Take a big inhale, peel your chest off the mat, baby cobra. You're strengthening your back more than your arms. Inhale, come a little higher. Exhale, you'll release. Find your high plank or tabletop, meet in downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, yogis bring feet to hands. Maybe you jump, walk, step. Find your halfway lift and then forward fold. Inhale, you'll rise tall, you'll reach high. Exhale, folds you forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands high, plank, hold here. Hinge forward and then knees or toes, chaturanga, half push-up. Upward facing dog, feel that stretch. Curl toes, hips high, downward facing dog. You can always skip flows. You can always add chaturanga push-ups. Remember, yoga is about what you need. From down dog, you'll bring feet to hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. You'll rise tall, reach high, and fold forward on your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, plant hands high plank. Choose your way to downward facing dog. You can follow along with Brady and take chaturangas, or you can always skip them, or baby cobras. We'll do 2 more sun A's. Bring feet to hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. rise tall, reach to the sky, and fold forward, hands through heart. Halfway lift, plant your hands, choose your way to downward facing dog, knowing that each time you flow, it can feel a little different, so honor your body. One more time here, feet to hands. Halfway lift, forward, fold. Rise tall, reach high, and fold forward. Find your halfway lift. Plant your hands, choose your way to downward facing dog, building heat within your muscles. Nice work, yogis. Nice work, Brady. From downward facing dog, your right leg will go high behind you. Bring right knee to left elbow, pause, hold, and then send it back. You'll bring knee to nose, pause, hold, and send it back. You'll bring right knee to right elbow, pause, hold, all the way back. Downward facing dog, left leg lifts. Bring left knee to right elbow, close as you can, and then send it back. Knee to nose, really round your spine. Send it back. Left knee, left elbow, pause. All the way back, downward facing dog. Feet to hands, halfway lift, forward fold, rise tall, find your chair pose. So maybe you have that small fist width between your feet, maybe big toes touch, little gap between your heels. Bring your hands to heart. Your right foot's gonna hover off the mat. Find your warrior three. So right leg will extend long behind you. If you want more in your core, go in your core goalpost or reach arms forward. You can interlace your fingers for even more length and extreme pose here. One more round of breath. And then back to your chair pose. Just find stability, and then hands to heart to start. Left foot will hover. Warrior three on the other side. And again, remember your arms can go wherever you want them to. If your lower back is having some pain, keep hands at heart, but other than that, maybe extend those arms. One more round of breath. And back to your chair pose. Hands go high, sink low as you can here for an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Find your halfway lift. Plant your hands, choose your way to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, yogis, right leg will go high behind you. You'll bring knee to nose. You'll move it over towards your right elbow. Knee goes to your left elbow. Back to your nose, holds. Plant your foot, crescent warrior. So right foot plants, left heel pops really high behind you. We're gonna find our fists of fire. So fists above your head. On your inhale, you stay. And on your exhale, knee hovers, hands by hips. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, you lower. Continuing here with your breath. Taking one more, and then you'll meet in that high crescent warrior in stillness. Once you are there, hands come to heart. You're gonna hinge forward and find your warrior three. So left leg lifts, different way of getting there. Still requires a lot of core. Maybe you reach those arms forward, just one more round. And then needle pose, fingers find the mat. So you're gonna find little needle crunches. So on your inhale, you'll stay where you are. And on your exhale, you'll crunch that left knee in as you bend your right. Inhale, you lengthen long. Exhale, you crunch it in. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Last one on your own. You'll find stillness in your needle for a beat, so left leg high, and then slow and steady through warrior three, find your crescent warrior. So a beat through warrior three, and then left toes will touch the mat. Crescent warrior, Brady rocked that, nice job. You're gonna take a big inhale, and on your exhale, open up, find your warrior two. You're not here long at all, just one round of breath. You'll start to straighten your front leg. You're gonna set up for your triangle. So maybe you shorten your stance. Hips go back. Once they won't anymore, you'll tick-tock forward. We're gonna add some movement. So you're gonna reverse your triangle, and then you're gonna go all the way back to your triangle. So just moving here with your breath. Feeling your core engage. Maybe you even pause for a beat and reach arm forward before you reverse. Next time you reverse, you'll hold there. One more round of breath. And then we're gonna find that triangle once again. So reaching that arm forward or down. If you want more core, bottom arm reaches forward, Maybe top arm does as well. Just one more round of breath. And one more time, you'll reverse. That right hand goes high, left hand goes low. You'll re-bend into your front knee, so you're back in your warrior two. Maybe you widen your stance. You're gonna find a side angle for a beat, and then your right hand is gonna plant on the mat. You're gonna find your side plank, so your right foot's gonna meet your left. Beautiful. Hips go really nice and high here, just a round of breath. Maybe you lift your top leg. You'll find your high plank, take a flow, or hips high right away, downward facing dog. Nice work. Yogis from down dog, feet to hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, you'll rise tall and you'll find your chair pose. We're gonna find eagle, so you're gonna bring right arm under left, or a big bear hug, and then a big stair step in your right leg. You'll wrap your right leg around your left or kick it off to the side. Whatever works for you, balance is hard. We're gonna add even more of a challenge with eagle crunches. So on your inhale, your gaze will go up, elbows lift, and then on your exhale, you'll crunch it in. Inhales, you extend, and exhales, you crunch. Just one more, yogis. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch it in. You'll extend tall, stay for a beat, and then unwind, feet low, hands high. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Find your halfway lift, plant your hands high, plank hold here. Lower down to your forearms, forearm plank. Find your dolphin pose by walking your feet towards your elbows. If you want a little bit more, you could take little leg lifts. Right leg could lift to the sky. Maybe you take a little tiny kick-ish off that left foot. It's more of a lift than a kick. And then as you see, Brady's gonna switch sides. Wherever you are, one more round of breath. And then you're going to walk your feet all the way back to that forearm plank. Press to high plank, and then send your hips high right away, downward facing dog. From downward dog, left leg will go high. You'll bring knee to nose. You'll move it over to your left elbow, to your right elbow, to your nose, hold, plant your foot, crescent warrior. So first crescent on this side, feel it out. It might feel a little different. Big bend in that left knee. You'll start to create those fists above your head. Inhale, stay where you are. Exhale, knee hovers, hands by hips. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, you lower. A few more on your own. Feeling those fists of fire, fury. Next time you're in your crescent warrior, hold strong there. You'll start to bring hands to heart hinge forward, warrior three, right leg lifts. Again, a little different way to get there, a little bit more core recruitment. Maybe you reach those arms forward, you're strong, you look awesome here in the studio. Brady, one more round of breath. Needle pose, release down to the mat. Try to let that right hip drop. And then you're gonna find those crunches. So inhale, you stay, and exhale, you crunch. Continuing with your breath here, three more. Once you finish those three on your own, no rush whatsoever. You're just gonna find a beat in that needle. You're moving through your warrior three to find your crescent, so right toes will eventually find the back of your mat. Take as much time as you need to get there. It's a tricky transition. Once you're there, inhale. Exhale, open up warrior two. Again, not here long at all, just about a round of breath. And you'll start to straighten your front leg. You'll set up for your triangle, so maybe you shorten your stance a little bit. Hips go back, arm goes forward, and then you're adding that movement. So you're gonna reverse, and then you'll bring yourself back through your triangle, moving slow enough to feel each pose, to feel that core recruitment help you move between each pose. Next time you find yourself in that reverse, you'll pause and you'll hold there. Feel a nice stretch throughout the left side of your body. Breathe another round of breath. And then find that triangle. You're gonna pause there. Maybe you add that challenge by reaching left or right arm forward, feeling a lot more of that right oblique engage. One more round here. And you'll reverse, left hand high, right hand low. You'll re-bend into your front knee, so you're back to your warrior two. Again, not long, but feel strong. Start to find side angle for just a beat. Left elbow inside left knee, and then left hand will plant on the mat. You'll find your side plank, so left foot meets right. Hips go really nice and high. Maybe you even lift your top leg. One round of breath. You'll find your high plank, hold here, take a flow, or hips go high right away, downward facing dog. Nice, yogis. From downward facing dog, feet to hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, rise tall, find your chair pose. We'll even out those eagles, so your left arm will go under, or a big bear hug, and then a big stair step in your left leg. You'll wrap it around or kickstand it off to the side. You know you. You'll find those eagle crunches when you're ready. So inhale, you look up, and on your exhale, you crunch it together. Finding two more on your own, no rush whatsoever. And these are really hard, so if you're falling, that's okay. I was too just a moment ago when I did them. Once you've finished yours, you'll find a moment in stillness in your eagle. No rush. Here for a round of breath. Beautiful. Feet will meet, hands go high. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Find your halfway lift. Plant your hands high. Plank, hold here. One more time, lower down to your forearms and walk your feet forward, finding your dolphin pose. Again, try those little leg lifts, or maybe if you didn't last time, you just try to lift a leg. The worst that can happen is that you just never do it again, and that's okay, but at least you tried. You're here 2 more rounds of breath. Maybe you just walk your feet a little closer. Last round. You'll find a quick child's pose. Big toes touch. Knees as wide as you would like them. Literally just about 2 rounds of breath. On your next inhale, you'll find your way to your tabletop. You'll take a round of two of cat-cow, and then eventually you'll meet back in downward facing dog. Yogis, from downward facing dog, you'll pull forward, find your high plank. You're gonna lower down to your forearms, forearm plank, and then press right back up, high plank. We'll do that one more time. Lower down to your forearms, press back up to high plank. Take a flow or hips high, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, yogis, you're gonna walk your feet forward and sit down on your seats. Your legs will go long in front of you for a seated forward fold, hands high above your head. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, reach for toes, ankles, shins, knees, whatever works for you today. Let your head be heavy. You can bend your knees as much as you need. 2 more rounds of breath here. You'll slowly start to find your tall seat. And once again, you're gonna meet in that really nice and strong boat pose. Think about, if you can, reaching those hands high and letting your legs go high. And then as slowly as you possibly can, you're gonna lower all the way down to a full body stretch. Eventually, there'll be that plopping movement, but going nice and controlled as long as you can. Once you are in that full body stretch, soles of feet will start to find the mat. I'm gonna call 1 round of bridge, but know that wheel is always an option. You'll take an inhale, exhale all of your air out. On your next inhale, hips go high to the sky. If you want challenges, you can take leg lifts. You could interlace hands underneath you and find tippy toes. Maybe you just walk your feet a little closer to your seat. Maybe you feel absolutely wonderful right where you started, and that's where you stay. That is perfect. You're here for another big inhale, hips an inch higher. Exhale, lower all the way down. Feet together, knees out, pause here. Hands come to the outside of your knees as you close your knees like a book. Hug knees into your chest. Take just a little rock side to side. We're gonna find eagle abs, so kind of like you did standing, but laying. That right leg is gonna go around, and then right arm will go under, or a bear hug. Your knees are at 90, so your feet are off the mat. On your inhale, lift your legs, go long, and your arms go back, and on your exhale, you crunch them together. Inhales, you lengthen. Exhales, you crunch. Continuing with your breath. If you need an example, Brady has a perfect one. He's getting really nice and long and then crunching in, shoulders off the mat. You're here for 3. Continuing for 2. You'll find 1 more, and then full body stretch. Let everything go. Right away, you'll get into the other side. So left leg will wrap around, left arm will go under. Feet are off the mat. Inhale, you reach your body super long, and exhale, you crunch it in. Inhales, you lengthen. Exhales, you crunch. Perfect. Continuing, yogis, for the last 3. You're here for 2. Finding 1 more strong one, and then a full body stretch. Well deserved. Nice work. Hands come down by your sides, feet go high to the sky. Just like we started, you're gonna lower your legs 1/3 of the way and hold. You'll lower another third and hold. Find your low point, look at your feet. You're gonna move your feet to the right side of your mat. Move your feet to the left side of your mat. Find center, hold strong for 3. For 2, legs come all the way back up. Find a happy baby, grab each foot, pull down towards each rib cage. You'll release your grip, let your knees fall to the right, and find a supine twist just as you started. Hips are stacked, shoulders are grounded, gaze can go either way. Just 1 more round of breath. You'll use core strength to guide your knees through center and then let them fall to the left. Find your final supine twist. Pause. Enjoy stillness. You're here just 1 more round of breath. You'll slowly start to guide your knees back to center. You'll hug your knees into your chest. You'll make yourself a little teeny ball. Take an inhale and hold your breath. Clench your muscles for 3, for 2, and let everything go. Finding a savasana here for just a moment. I'll let you know when time is up. Yogis, know that you can stay in Savasana as long as you would like, and if you have time to, please do so. But if you are ready to move on, you'll start to make tiny little movements with your body, simply wiggling fingers, toes. Eventually rolling out wrists, ankles, and maybe even let your head gently fall from side to side. Enjoying one final full body stretch as your hands reach back and toes press forward. Soles of feet will find the mats as you roll over to either side, pausing in your fetal position for just a beat. And then you'll gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat, perhaps hands come to heart. On behalf of Dragonfly, Brady, and myself, until we meet again, the light and the love in me sees and honors the light and the love in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you very much, yogis. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we hope to see you soon.